world's greatest shave. And Ned is down here promoting stem cells, and we've got Patrice cutting our hair. So we've had a great day here at the courtyard, raising money for the Leukaemia Foundation's world's greatest shave.
So I obviously feel very lucky and fortunate that I'm still here today because of a stranger who donated their stem cells to me, and now I want to try and pay that forward. So for people to do that, it's 18 to 35 is the age groups that we try and target, and that's really generally people are usually healthier at that age group and usually give a better amount of stem cells when we take the actual samples. So you can register to become a stem cell donor, and that's just by going on the website, or if you're somebody who gives blood, you can actually just go and they can take a little bit extra blood and put you on the register that way. And the way if you actually contact Stem Cell Australia, they just send you out a cheek swab, and you can do that yourself at home, and then you send that back. And if you do go on the register, it doesn't mean that you definitely will have to become a donor. If you do match with someone, and unfortunately the majority of people probably won't match with somebody, so but those that do, then you go through a lot more rigorous medical testing and that kind of thing, and you actually have to agree then if you do want to become a donor. So just going on the register doesn't mean that you definitely have to donate. And it actually goes worldwide, so if you donate here in Australia, you might actually save somebody anywhere around the world. There are a lot of countries that sort of all work in together to save people's lives. So I was diagnosed about 4.5 years ago now, and I guess my main worry then was my children and my husband and what would life look like if I didn't survive. So I had amazing care up here in the cancer ward at Cairns Hospital, and then when it was decided I needed the stem cell transplant, I went down to Brisbane and we spent 6 months there. I was in hospital most of the time, but the Leukaemia Foundation were fantastic and put my family up in the Leukaemia village there, and my children helped my kids stay in school and that kind of thing. So thanks to them, and raising money today with this greatest shave going to the Leukaemia Foundation means the world to so many people going through this journey. I think what you girls have done today is absolutely amazing, and it is a huge thing for you to cut your hair and do things like that, but I guess people going through cancers, anybody going through cancer and chemotherapy and that, most people do lose their hair, and you sort of realise, well, it's only hair, but it can affect people. So what you've done, making wigs and things like that for people, is going to change probably quite a few people's lives with what you've done. But I think I'm actually a nurse as well, so I've sort of I know what it's like to go through, and I'm actually feel so happy that I can be back looking after people now. And I just have a beautiful friend who's just been diagnosed with exactly the same thing as I had, and so just trying to get the word out there now. In my heart I know that hopefully this will help her as well as many other people. There are a lot of people waiting for a stem cell donation that can't find donors, and the prognosis for them at the moment isn't looking good. So we need to save these people and make life more hopeful for them.
Is there anyone in particular that you would, you've given your time today, is there anyone that you'd like to shout out or acknowledge while you've got the opportunity to?
Yeah, well, obviously my donor, who I don't know who they are, but they're my guardian angel, and I think of them all the time. I've got an angel that sits on my Christmas tree that is my guardian angel, that is brings back memories all the time for my donor. But and all the nurses that cared for me in Cairns and in Brisbane, my family that supported me, all my beautiful family that tried to become donors, but unfortunately none of my brothers and sisters matched as a donor for me, so so it ended up being a stranger. So you never know, it's not just, even if you've got lots of brothers and sisters, it doesn't mean that you'll definitely get a donor through them. It was a stranger that saved my life. So I definitely, the biggest shout out is to that person who's allowed me to be here today. Well, you just sort of feel, it's like, how come I'm here and there's other people out there that just are struggling to survive, and can they, just try and, if somebody, even if this gets one person to go on the stem cell website and they end up as a potential match for somebody, then I feel like I've paid it forward a bit. So sometimes you think, is that why? Is that why it happened? For me to help try and get the word out there. But, and it's all ages, it's little babies, it's young children, it's sort of people my age and younger people just starting off with their families and that kind of thing. It just, it doesn't sort of discriminate blood cancer. So yeah, the more we can do, the better. So, and the people in the labs trying to change, how we deal with this disease, with blood cancer and that sort of thing. They're amazing, what they do. So obviously the money that you're raising today will hopefully go towards that as well.